Hey guys, going to have a quick sort out and try and get all of the models I've been working on into the hanger. So we're going to have a bit of a rearrangement, try and have a little bit of a tidy up. You've all seen the mess before. We'll try and see if we can do anything to get some form of arrangement going on. I think we'll try and put a lot of the models that need maintenance towards the back at the moment. Right, off we go. First time the back of the hanger has seen light in a long time. Need to have a good sort out on sides. Accumulated everything, or I've just dumped everything on the sides. Got an old racer underneath there, that's in need of quite a bit of work. Still got the Henglong Tiger there. Right. Just quickly go over some of the models, guys, what needs doing to them. New in-box Dynam Tiger Moth. I haven't got that one out yet because I need to get some paint and bits together for it, plus I haven't got any room for it, and I've already got 2 on the go, so I want to stay in the box for a little while. There is another one planned as well, so I'm going to have 4 of them. Anyway, we're going to have to be swift about this. Arctic Cessna, flying condition, Phantom, big fly Phantom, obviously you know it's work in progress. JP Albatross, airworthy and flying. Great Plain Siren, working and flying. Phoenix Carrera, that's a Mark 1 Carrera, it's about 40 years old, flies brilliantly. Cermark Victor VTOL, those, they're all flying. We've got there. Is a trying to think what it's called now. Thunder Tiger E-Hawk, Max Russ Lightning, Zaggy. We've got a Wild Thing, SAS Wild Thing, E-Flight 850 Pits, FMS 1500 Moa, MiG-15 that you all saw disintegrate in flight, nearly back together. Dynam AT6 Texan, silver and black this was. I've done this in the RAF training scheme. Had a full cockpit fit out on that. Park Zone SE5 with the streamers, the Beagle Squadron. FMS Chucky Alpha Jet, converted to slope soarer, radio control, that's got AS3X. F-16, had a bit of a dodgy hand launch with that a couple of weeks ago, so need to fit the wing and the tailplane again, it ain't hard. Park Zone Mark 9 Spitfire. Ooh. Park Zone Mark 1 or version 1 Spitfire brushed. Dynam Spitfire, converted to Mark 5. Big Flightline Spitfire. You've all recently seen the FMS P51B, which converted to Mustang 3, Janzoon back of 315 Squadron Brenzit. Dynam 262, Dynam Tempest, Dynam Hurricane, Durafly Vampire, 10 blade chainsaw fan, 4-cell. The big twin Catalina, which is still work in progress, that will be flown. We will get there with it. Little Starmax Phantom, 64mm Phantom, that thing rips, does about 100 mile an hour, if not faster. This was my first Warbird, which was a Blitz RC Works P51D in Shangri-La. She's just missing the spinner off there. I've got the spinner in there, canopies in there as well. I had to take the canopy off to take the receiver out of it for the time being. But that's polystyrene, guys. I don't know what EPS or E or whatever it is, but it's polystyrene. Very delicate. I converted that to a tip-tanked Cavalier Mustang. What we got here? Qingdao J10, 105mm. Needs a little bit of work doing on it. Got all the bits for it. Well, got all the bits for it. I need the motor for it, but apart from that, we've got everything else. We're making a parachute in that one as well. So trying to think who makes this now. HSD. They do a turbine version as well. It's a big model. You guys can see how big it is compared there, look, to the twin Catalina. So it's 1.8 metres from tip of the pitot tube to the tip of the fin. E-Flight Rare Bear. All the power system's been taken out of that for the moment because the power system's going to be going into the Max Thrust Lightning. Make that over 100 mile an hour. Where should we go next? My original yellow Dynam Tiger Moth. Sorry guys, here I've got the shakes. Let's try and steady this off. There we go. Dynam Tiger Moth. That's the one on the floats. Brooklands Tiger Moth. Fly Zone Super Cub. I think it's Fly Zone. Got the floats on that at the moment. That's what I was teaching my boy to fly with. Trying to think what this one's called now, what the actual make of this one is now. Little Piper Cub. Got this one off of Alan. That's the one with the slats on it. Can't remember what the make of it is now. We've got the FMS version 1 Yak 130, all stock apart from the paintwork. You guys have seen that. That rips. Park Zone Visionaire, a little bit beat up. Had a few rough and tumbles with that, learning a bit of 3D. Park Zone Mosquito. Soon to be back on the bench just to be sorted for flight again. Not really much needs doing to that. Top of the fin needs a little bit of bond on it where I nosed it over on the last flight. Dynam Beaver. This is the multitasking Beaver at the moment. We've got banner release underneath it. We was towing the Beagle Squadron banner with that. Regional Park Zone Radian. Brilliant for just chilling out on the slope. Just throw it into wind and let it hover there. And work all your troubles away. FMS 1400 FW190 Yellow 6, looking a bit sorry for herself there. She needs a new cowl, new prop, and the gear leg this side needs bending straight. That was the prop explosion, dropped the gear, couldn't obviously turn back round again, ended up ploughing into a tree with it, or into the bottom of some trees. However, I don't think that's going to be too difficult to get going. I actually, when the prop exploded on that, I actually was setting myself up to do a roll. The prop exploded and I carried on with the roll unpowered. But FMS 1400-109, we need a flap servo for that because on the last flight it burnt out as it was sitting when I was taking photographs for it. The old trusty Maxford Grasshopper there with the Skip RC provided easy lights. Old retro Precedent Highboy. Was going to convert that to electric for a play, but that sort of just sat in the hangar for years now. Carbon Z Yak 54. I ended up putting this up high because it was a bit of a handful, plus the elevator servo, the little cage that it's in there, or the little pocket that's in, it's in a plastic pocket, it's come loose. It's it's a common problem with them, so you can't rely on the elevator. I just never got round to just bonding it back in place. That's all it needs. But yeah, this thing's absolutely psychedelic. When I was flying it, it was too much for me to fly, to be honest with you, especially on high rates in 3D. That's got a AR635 3D receiver in it. Same receiver that comes in the Visionaire. Right, moving on, we've got our little recent Phase 3 P38. That's going in the Pathfinder's RAF scheme. HC Hobby B25 Mitchell needs a couple of ESCs and prop adapters, and that's away. I think we're pretty much there, guys, for just a few bits that's out here. We have got a few other bits and bobs going on. Durafly P40 wing down there, blue one, needs a little bit of work doing on it. Mission 109 wing on top. Unfortunately, that's well and truly retired. There's the fuselages, there's the P40, the 109 fuselage, box of floats for the Cessna, the 3 metre wings for the Traggy V. The Traggy V's there, that thing's absolutely huge. Spare set of wings there for the little V1 Spitfire provided by TL Mark to my son. And we've got a Tony Nichius, or however it's pronounced, Hawk Typhoon there. Bought that in that stage, and that's been hung at the back of the garage since I got it. I took the covering off the wings because all the wood covering was coming off, and found that the build quality on it was absolute poop, so never really got around to do anything with that. Just threw good money at that really, and it turned out quite bad. It was just unrecoverable, to be honest with you. But the good thing is we did get a nitro motor out of it. So anyway guys, right, let's have a quick sort out in here, try and get everything back in a decent order, and we'll come back. We've got a few more bits indoors. We've got the Sunbird indoors, which is waiting on a build. We've got the Dumas Dragon Rapide indoors. I'm trying to think what else we've got indoors. Got a ton of spares indoors. Oh, the little ultra micros are all indoors as well. 2 ultra micro P40s. And what was the other ultra micro? We had another ultra micro 9 Eagles Yak 54 and a 9 Eagles Extra 300. Got those indoors. They've been in the box for years. But anyway, guys, we'll come back in a minute once everything's back in the hangar. Guys, we're finally in there with everything. It looks a little bit tidier than what it was. Still don't really change much with the actual mass of foam that's in here. You take the whole mass out and you still got to put the whole mass back in, so you're still taking up the same amount of room. Just tried getting a bit more organised to put everything at the back that I don't really use too often, and work everything towards the front that I do use. I'm going to be using during the summer. So we've worked completely now into darkness out here.
Yeah, boy.
So unfortunately this is where the Spitfire's going to have to live. I'm going to have to make another bracket, proper bracket I think, to hold it there sturdy. That's where she's always sat, because there's not really any other space. I can't have it on a rack like that because the towel will stick all the way out here somewhere. So anyway guys, bit of organisation, and hopefully you all enjoyed the half good half damaged collection. I was going to say, got a lot more work to do, and there is more models on the way, so don't know what we're going to do. Anyway, there you go guys, thanks for watching.